So I've diligently been working on releasing the pain body, and today I did some yoni work, and some hours later I was on the way home, and I'm always remembering like my childhood friends, like from my first best friend and some of my first boyfriends, and those people who've touched my heart. I always miss them and remember them. And when I was in my late teens, early 20s, there was a brother that was very close to my ex-boyfriend. He was actually my ex-boyfriend's first cousin. And I had been with my ex-boyfriend a long time. I was brought into the family as if I was his wife, and due to that, that's how I met his cousin and his family. I was around his mom, his sister, staying with his sister at the time. And we had broken up, and me and Terrell, was his name, got really close. And I loved Terrell. My heart loved Terrell. Terrell was different. Terrell had these big old eyes with these long eyelashes. He had the kind of eyes that like little kids have, like these big innocent, eyes that he never grew into, just larger than life. And the prettiest fingers for a boy, especially a man. He had these nice long fingers, and he would always be putting them on his mouth in a way he would hold them that would always make me smile. And he touched my heart at a time when I really needed someone to touch it, because my ex-boyfriend, his cousin, was quite abusive. I was going through a lot with my mom. We weren't close, and we had both been through a lot, very young. And anyway, he came up in my womb today, and I was missing him because before I was living in Memphis at the time, and I was getting ready to leave, and he wanted to come with me. And you have the prerequisites of you can't date a cousin's cousin, and worried how it would look. And my ex-boyfriend was crazy. I didn't want it to be no beef between them and no issues or anything. And he wanted to come with me, and I wouldn't let him come. And a year or two later, he ended up murdered in Memphis, and he was heinously murdered. He was shot like 28 times, I think like 13 in the head. And my ex, when he called and told me, he said that you could see where he had been trying to get away from the bullets, so he knew what was happening. And I remember having a delayed reaction. It took me a while to even cry. I was like, what you telling me for? And that's what I told my mom. I didn't tell my ex that. And then I broke down crying, and all I wanted to do was go lay on his grave. And I wanted to be close to him. And I think on some level, I held it in my heart, or in my womb, that maybe he wouldn't have died if I would have let him come with me. And it's been 42, so you think about 21, 22, 23, maybe 24 when I found out. I had to be like 21 when I found out he passed. I've been holding that in my womb like 20 years. Burning sage and releasing. I'm grateful for the tears coming up. I don't think I ever really grieved him. And then my brother was murdered shortly after that. And then I lost my fiance. So I don't think I ever really fully grieved for Terrell. I don't think I felt like I had the right to. And maybe there's some regret there of letting a very unstable and trying relationship keep me from exploring a beautiful friendship and a beautiful relationship with someone that I loved and still do love. And so I send peace to his energy. He's an ancestor, and I'm sure he watches over me in some capacity from wherever he is. He might be back in a body now, who knows. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, that there are so many things inside of us locked for years that we don't even realize that we're holding on to, and it's very beautiful when we can finally let them go. With that, Selah, Selah, Selah. It is a time for clearing, detoxing, and releasing, and being honest with yourself, and forgiving yourself for things that really you had no control over. And honoring doing the best you could in the space that you were in. The word for today for me was grace. So may grace be with you. Peace.